So if you're looking for a video that is going to help you with your putting setup, that's going to give you a bit of a guide as to what you should do in swing in order to hole a few more putts, then this is a video that you need to watch. So if you're struggling on the greens, let's cover everything from setup right through to how you should hit your putt. So let's start with number one. How do we hold the putter? The putter's held different to other clubs in the bag. Fundamentally, the most important thing with our putter is that the palms face one another. We don't want the hands underneath or on top. We want those palms to be facing together. The easiest way to do this is have the grip less in the fingers like a normal shot and a bit more through the palm of our hands. It's going to go through this lifeline of our hand. It's going to be a different hold, but if we can do that, we get the palms facing one another, whether that's left hand low, whether that's right hand low. Some people do the prayer. Whatever you do, we need to try and get these palms facing one another throughout the motion. That is important because we don't want to rotate this club face excessively the wrong way. We need an element of face control. That is fundamentally one of the most important things to do in order to hole short putts. So we want those palms to face one another, so grip that in the palms, go for your grip of choice, but make sure that the palms are facing together so we can control that face. Next up is what do we do with our arms. This should also help how we hold the golf club, but we want the arms in symmetry. We want the arms to do the same thing. So this is internal rotation, this is external rotation. And what we want to do is when we putt, if we can have our arms in external rotation, so that's when the elbows are essentially moving towards the rib cage, tucked in, and they are matching at address. We don't have the elbows sticking out. That's when we can start to get some side to side motion. The stroke can start to be affected. We want those elbows tucked into the rib cage as we hold that club in the palm. That's going to encourage us to use the rib cage and the shoulders when we putt. So we're going to grip that in the palms. The palms are facing one another. The elbows, the arms are internally rotated, and that is going to help you deliver a better club face, should have taken the pin out, and hole some more putts. So back to this face on angle. Another thing that I want you to really think about is where the chest points at the address position. We don't want the chest to point way to the left. This can happen if the ball's too far forward in the stance. Equally, we don't want it to point too far to the right. So as a general rule of thumb, the chest should point at 12 o'clock, which might be just behind the golf ball. My suggestion for ball position would be to have the ball just a fraction left of middle, so we can hit that putter. The reason for just left of middle, we just want that putter to come slightly up on the ball and get that golf ball rolling nice really quickly. So ball just left of centre, the chest points at 12 o'clock, arms in, palms face one another. Now we're in a good position to get a good posture and then to put a good stroke on it to hold more putts. So once we've done that, and this is what I would like you to try and do, stand tall, palms face one another, pull them towards your body, chest is facing forward. From there, we want about 40 degrees of bend from the waist. And roughly what that's going to do is, if we get 40 degrees of bend, our eyes, or the bridge of our nose, is going to be on top of the golf ball. If you want to test that out, place a ball on the bridge of your nose, stand tall, pull in, hinge forward from the waist only, golf ball on the bridge of your nose, and that should drop on top of that golf ball. That is a good guide that you are set up in a really good place. Width of stance, purely preference. Some people like a narrow stance, some golfers like a really wide stance. Whatever is going to make you feel like you have a steady base is the one that I would go for. From there, you have got the best possible chance of putting well. You're much more likely to use the rib cage and the shoulders and less likely to use the hands and the arms. What that's going to do, that's going to give us a natural arc to the swing with a good amount of club face rotation. Ultimately, all we need to do in golf is control the speed and control the face, as well as do some other things. We obviously have to read the green well, but in terms of technique, if we can start the ball on line with this good club face control, we have got a much better chance of holing some putts. So that's what I want you to do. Palms face one another, holding the club in the palms. Pull the elbows in towards the chest so the arms are internally rotated. chest points at 12 o'clock, hinge forward from the waist about 40 degrees, and then in terms of the motion, we keep those elbows pinned to the chest. From there, then it's lock and rock. We lock the legs, we lock the wrists, we lock the head. The head doesn't have to move until after impact. We rock the shoulders, and there's a bit of rib cage rotation. So we come back and through, more of an upper body motion, and that can give us a really good chance, come on, of holing more putts. So hopefully you found this useful as a good guide to get you set up really, really well, hole more putts, improve your putting motion. And if you would like any other help, check out the description link below where you can get a free swing analysis. This can be full shots, this can be short game, this could be putts, whatever you want. If you just check this out over here, follow me on the Skillest app, send some swings, whatever you want to have a look at, and then from there you'll get a free analysis and a free video feedback from me on how you can start to play better golf. If you found this video useful and found yourself holing more putts, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, click that little notification bell so you're first to know about all the new videos coming out every single week, and see you next time on the channel.